Hey guys, Matt here. I think it's about time I give you an update on the Mini. 5 days till the race. As always, let's go. First off, this is not finished, but this is what I need to do. Modify the roll cage because they aren't having this. I have 30 degrees of angle here, even though the seat is angled quite nicely. And that gives me less than 20 degrees of angle between the seat and the seat belts. Well, it's not legal. So yeah, I've made this pipe. Now I need to go to Rally Junkies to have it welded because, as I said a bunch of times, I'm not welding the cages because I don't have the welding skill for that. Either way, we need to do that. But that's just the beginning. There's a lot of things new on this car, like these doors, which are very light. Again, not legal because basically the rule says I have to have door card, which I do. And you'd say, well, that's very small because in the rules it says the door card has to cover every moving part of the door, and every moving part of the door is basically covered here. I mean, honestly, I would need a bit of metal here, but no. That's not enough. Again, the rule, badly written, so I'll need to make a freaking door card. Whatever. We do have the wiring done. We had a bunch of problems with that. Reworked it like 200 million times, and these wires you see here, these are still for the wiper. I still haven't wired that in. I did, but I didn't finish it up. I don't know why, I just hate that part. We have the kill switch, which works even from the outside. Look at this. So yeah, that's now done, and as you remember, we are using this. So hey, everything works, even the speedo and everything. We had a problem with that too, so there's that. Like a race car. I don't know if I showed you, we moved the shifter position from underneath the car up here. So it's a bit hard and it works really nicely. I mean, I should still change the right cable. This is the left right because it doesn't really work that smoothly. But top of that, it's very good. I need to rework the mount for the battery. They want me to put it in with 4 M10 bolts. It's a 1.4 kilo battery. Why the hell do you need 4 M10 bolts? For fuck's sakes, the seat is mounted with 4 M8 bolts, and that's okay. Whatever. Roof, as you know, is done. We also did this. This is Lexan. We made it out of a big piece of Lexan, and unfortunately it got scratched in transport. What can you do? I'll live with that. I just need to glue in the trim piece, which is down here, like that. And this will be done. Why? Because I want it to look like a Mini. You know that. This is now empty, just glued in. And this is pretty light. I mean, I've cut and drilled holes and did everything I could. This is just reinforcement. And this altogether has 8.5 kilos with Lexan. Felt again. Which is, again, very light. Stock, it was over 20. We need to do this. I don't want to spend money on things I don't need, except I do have to, because these are also not legal. I have to have them here, but they have to be FIA approved. So these ones, 15 euro. Now I bought 2 other ones for 65 euro. You gotta love Europe and bureaucracy here. They take your money wherever they fucking can. Whatever. We're putting those in, and I'll put one of these. I'll cut it up and put it there, so I'm legal in that part of the car. Anyways, I digress. We'll just cut the Lexan like that, so I can bolt it in here. And then I'll make a fiberglass cover, which will act, well, it will cover everything like the original glass did. So that will look nice. You can see I don't have the doors. The doors are actually pretty light. 9 kilos altogether. And they are easily removable because they're not bolted in. These ones, I don't have the handle, just have this. This is glass fiber, as you know, and I didn't paint this, my dad did. I don't have the skill to paint that, but you remember how bad it looked? These were skinned, they weren't made from a mold. Turned out quite nicely, and I love the Californian side mirrors. They're awesome. Also, I have to have these for legal purposes. This door can stay opened, that's not a problem. So these ones are done. We just need to fit Lexan up here, which I do have cut out. Oh, but it's a pain in the ass to fix in the place, so. And also the car is in the air because this will also not work, because the rule again is badly written. It says that the exhaust needs to be within the confines of the car or 10 centimeters outside of them, and it needs to end behind well, this line, which would be the half of the wheelbase, which basically this does. But no, when they say 10 centimeters outside of them, they also consider inside. So I'll probably have it reworked right here in 5 days. I don't know. We'll try and make it. This shit, you know, I've put what they are called, roll center adjusters in. Well, you can see what we needed to do next. We'll need to do that on the other side. Then later on I'll weld this up and, well, rework it to make it work and be sturdy, but for now that's good. Also, I'm leaking oil from the gearbox. Not a problem, I'll tell you why later. Oh, and these are now glued in place. I love the look of them. They're staying on. And this is not glued in place. This is a Citroen C free plurial part cut out and just pasted in. This one is cut out. So why spend 60, 70, 80, 100 euro, whatever these cost, and you can build them yourself. I mean, from far, you can't even tell. The only problem is this here and these few. I don't give a fuck, it's a race car. It's good. Let's get underneath the bonnet to show you the engine stuff. Also, with everything glued on, bonnet, 5 kilos, around 5 kilos. Stock one, we're talking 25-ish or something, with headlights and everything, so very nice. This is what I've been meaning to show you. It's, well, it's that. Unfortunately, we only have a base map. I should get this car mapped, but yeah, I guess we'll be using the base map. I'll do some corrections because it's too rich right now, but hey, at least it's running. I need to do something with the intake, and as I said, I have a leaky gearbox, so we need to fix that, and for that I have something special. This is the main party trick. I just had this fitted on. It went easier than you would expect, so just heated this part up to 100 degrees. This was in a freezer overnight, and it's now all together. So what the hell is it? Well, it's a black line LSD. So Torsen basically is the same as Quive. Torsen LSD. I think I explained that. I went with Torsen because I want to eliminate the understeer, and the plated diff would probably cause understeer, and I want my front end to be responsive. Traction is not that big of an issue. Now, I showed you how to use this, because this all is not Mini, it's not Midlands, it's Citroen MA, and what you need to do is cut right here. You can see this taper. Behind the taper you cut it off, so a part of this hole stays like here. And then this thing will work in a Mini. And why this? Well, 68-12. 68-12 means 566 final drive ratio, which means this will be a very, very, very short ratio gearbox. Actually, unfortunately, due to bad design of MA gearbox, jump between first and second is still too big. I don't care about that. I won't be using the first because final drive is very short, so I will be skipping the first. Everything I drive will be driven in second, third, and hopefully fourth. Top of the fourth at 7,500 RPM, which I have right now. Well, should be around 140, 150 maybe. But That's okay. No, wait, I'm lying. 150 is bit 8.5. Oh, I might be using them in the 5th gear, but whatever. Either way. Yeah, not the best fits, but whatever. This is the party trick for the gearbox. Everything else stays the same, at least for now. And I'm in my kitchen because, as I said, frozen, heat it up. Oh, and that's just the first revision of the gearbox. Hopefully, some time in the future, we'll have a dog box, Citroen Group N homologated dog box, which basically makes an in-between gear between 1st and 2nd, and then basically what is now 4th will be 5th. Long story short, I would love a dog box, but for now we're staying with this. But for the end of this video, because I still have a lot of work and I won't be doing anything in this video because, as I said, a lot of work. I don't have the time to film it, I don't have the conditions to film it, and basically nobody watches it. So here's an update, you know what's happening, and well, here's the plan for the engine. Now that we have a standalone ECU, we can do whatever the fuck we want. But as I said, I'm staying R50 intake manifold, and I want to modify it using the plenum from K20 Skunk 2 intake manifold. You can get this China made, not Skunk 2s, for like 300 euros. I'll take that, cut it off, bolt it to R53 intake manifold, and we should have a very, very nice intake. I have a 70-ish millimeter throttle body from some BMW, I don't know. That will work, and I have straight pipe until here. We'll probably make at one point, I don't know, I don't want to cut the lights. I love them in orange. If not, we'll just have an intake right around here, or we'll drill a hole in the light and ram air intake, whatever. As for the engine, this one stays stocks in the reserve. This one, I'll show you this one that we're talking, and you know we're talking about that one. We're skimming the head, we're skimming the blocks. So as far as I'm aware, the pistons in this engines are 1.1 millimeters below the deck line. So we'll deck the block down for 1 millimeter, so we have 0.1 of clearance, and we'll deck the head for 0.5 millimeter. I have Newman Phase 4 camshaft going inside, Supertech oversized valves, 1.8 on the intake, 2.3 on the exhaust, I think. We'll get the head ported, and since we're dropping the block and head quite low and putting a very, very high lift cam in, we will probably have to make some valve reliefs in the pistons. That's the plan for now. Stock pistons, stock rods, they are light, they're pretty good. So what we will probably do is just remove some weight from the crankshaft, remove some weight from the pulleys, and also make a smaller pulley for the alternator. I don't know, I have to play with the pulleys. Either way, I want the alternator to be underdriven, also the water pump, because I'm driving sprint races, I don't need that much cooling. And with all that, we'll also have a very, very light flywheel, and that should be good for what this car will be. Hopefully this will net me around 170 or 180 horsepower. It should. It's what people are saying they can get from this engine. If we get it, okay. If not, I don't know, we'll see. But with around 900-ish kilos, and I think this car is at around 900 right now, kg is 40, so I don't know, maybe 920, 930, whatever. We can still remove some weight. I have few places where I can remove the weight. But yeah, with this weight, with the engine, as you know, moved back and lower down, with a very, very short gear ratios and a pretty potent and powerful engine. Mind you, this is coming for the second part of the season. This should be a very, very fun, pretty quick for a sprint race, and hopefully pretty up there in its class car. And yeah, that's a big update on the Mini. Next video, I will probably show you everything about the gearbox. Once I start working on the gearbox, I'll film everything. Oh, I didn't even show you how I reworked the mount. Now it's finished. Even looks good. I really do have no welding skill, but grinder skills, as you can see, not that bad. Anyway, I digress again. Hopefully I'll show you everything we do with the gearbox. I have another one up there, so I'll take it apart, put it together. Hopefully we can get it in before the race. And then I'll show you what happened at the race. As I said, for now, I just wanted you to know that Mini is alive, I'm alive and well. We're doing a lot of work, it's taking a lot of time. Every single piece of this takes, I mean, ages. Freaking ages. Just the rear windshield, just every single part. Everything is custom, everything has to be thought through, then made, then fitted to the car. It just takes a while. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this build. Finally, we have a build coming to an end. I actually tested this car already. As you can hear, we had a problem with the base map. That's why I said I need to modify it. And yeah, basically it's coming to an end for the phase 1. Actually, that's now like phase 4, but whatever. Phase 1 of a race car. No, wait, that's also phase 2 because it was a stock class race car. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm really complicating with my cars and my plans. But yeah, that's what we do on this YouTube channel. And if you like it, make sure to subscribe to see what happens next. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!